Hey everybody, this is my third video on the difference between lawful and legal, what you can do when you're injured or harmed by the legal system. So the county and municipal court systems are a for-profit corporation as defined by their own rules. A corporation has no power over you. That's slavery. When somebody tells you you can't do something, that's slavery. That's also banned by the Constitution, all constitutions. So the employees of the city, state, and county corporations complaining of a violation of a legal code, act, or statute under color of law, and then color of law is a federal crime when someone acts to deprive a person of a right protected under the Constitution, i.e. life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. So when they act outside of their constitutional powers, they are acting under color of law because they're acting as if they have some kind of authority over you. So without any authority, consent, or debt, the corporation has conspired to commit fraud, which is representing a fact that is relied on and causes injury or harm against the man or woman. In other words, fraud is defined as representing something to you, such as you were speeding and you broke the law, and then you relied on that and paid the ticket, and then that caused you injury or harm to your property, which is your money. And then when they falsely arrest you, put you in the police car and taken you to jail against your will because you didn't consent to any of this, and you just tell them, I do not consent. So you got false arrest, false imprisonment, which is unlawful detainment. And cause damages to him or her person, property, reputation, life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness in violation of the Constitution of Alabama. So the man or woman who sometimes acts as a police officer, judge, prosecutor, and attorney takes an oath of office as a public servant. They are working for you under your authority, and they swear under oath as follows: I solemnly swear or affirm, as the case may be, that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of Alabama so long as I continue a citizen thereof, and that I will faithfully and honestly discharge the duties of the office upon which I am about to enter to the best of my ability, so help me God. There's that separation of church and state again. The Creator and God is all through this. It's all spiritual. And if you don't object to, if you don't object to giving them consent, then they assume that you have given us your consent. It's just like if you go to rob a bank and you stay in the car as a driver and wait outside the bank, and other people go in and rob the bank, you have consented to robbing the bank. Yeah, that didn't make any sense. Anyway, I'll come up with another definition of that, but basically, and then when you get into court and you do a plea, then part of that plea is, I knowingly, voluntarily, and intelligently plead guilty to this offense. So there you're giving them a consent when you plead and guilty in a case. There is nothing in the Constitution of Alabama regarding these administrative proceedings. So these courts are operating under an administrative court. They're not even a constitutional court. They're a corporation, for-profit corporation. So the constitutional court would be one set up for the people to have a remedy for injury to their lands, goods, person, or reputation. The police officers, judges, prosecutors are violating their oath of office when acting outside the scope of the Constitution. Now, a good friend of mine is looking into filing a claim against their bond for just this. They violate their oath of office, they're committing fraud, and you're injured. So hopefully you can come up with a way to get these motherfuckers and get them out of office, because they know what they're doing is unlawful. So now we're going to get into man and woman are sovereign. And what most people don't realize is the Constitution of the United States and the constitutions of the states set up rules for the governments. They don't give the people rights. They set up the rules and laws of the governments on what their functions are. Any violations of these functions are unlawful. The United States government only has authority within 10 square miles of Washington, D.C., period. And federal lands and federal buildings. The laws only apply to employees. They have no authority in the states. That authority was given to the states to write their own constitutions, which they did.